I think we're gonna go out and see if we can catch some fish. I feel like the Andy Griffith Show. We're at Lake Johnson in Raleigh, North Carolina. That is what you do not do. That's the problem. A lot of people try to cast out and they'll get it tangled up in the power lines and it causes a lot of problems. And actually you can normally just, with a bridge structure like this, you can just drop your line down because fish love for a structure like this because smaller fish will hide out around it. So you really just have to drop your bait down right there and a lot of time you can catch a fish. You can fish in just about any type of weather as long as it doesn't endanger you or anybody else you're around. I like to fish when it's sunny and warm, but whenever I get the urge to go fishing, really, or if I see a good spot. My favorite part about fishing probably would be just being outside. I really love being outdoors and it's just relaxing and peaceful. I get time to think. And also I love to take my friends out fishing, especially the ones that haven't been fishing, watching. There's no more joy I can get. I've caught a lot of fish in my life, but watching someone else catch their first fish is the best thing. When I worked at camp and I would teach these young kids how to fish and I would see that light in their eyes when they would catch that first fish, it's just something that'll stick with me more than any big fish I've ever caught, was watching someone else catch a fish. We're gonna go back to the basics. A hook, and a bobber and a worm. Maybe that'll work. And the way I'm gonna tie it on is called an improved clinch knot. It's the simplest knot in fishing that you can do, and it's very useful for multiple things. Go through the eye, bring a good section out. You're gonna wrap it 7 times again. You have it 7 again. You got your little loop there again. Take it, put it through. Once you have it there, you're gonna come back through there and make it the improved clinch knot. Hold that line again and pull down. There you have it again. And always cut your excess off, put it in your pocket or your tackle box or something like that. We've got that. We're gonna go to about there. Take your bobber out. Clip that on. So the bobber, you can push it just like that and it'll expose the little hook up on the top. Get the line in that little groove. There it is. Pull it tight and it's gonna float right like that. So on this rod, I've got a standard hook right there. I've got my bobber. And on my rod here, I have leader line that is connected to braided line. It's a little stronger than your regular typical fishing line that you've got. So then you have your eyelets right here. And I do not like to hook my hooks on my eyelets right here because I have metal eyelets, and even if they're plastic, there's a barb on the hook that'll scratch the inside of these, and your line, when you reel it in, goes like that around, and it'll chafe your line and it'll end up snapping off if you have a really big fish on. It's not fun when that happens. So right here, we've got different eyelets, different sizes. They go smaller as you go up, all the way up to your tip of your rod right here. And then we're gonna go all the way back to, you've got your reel right here, you've got your bail, your drag setting, so tighten it down, your line can't get pulled out as fast, and you loosen it up and it'll come out faster, and you'll have, if your drag is really light, you'll have more of a fight with a fish. So it's a little more fun if you're not catching that much. Loosen up your drag some and the fish will take off and it feels like you're catching an 80-pound fish. And then you've got your butt of your rod that when you're fishing, you want to just put it on your hip so you've got a good base to hold on to. And then I hold my rod just like this in my right hand and crank it with my left. Now normally, you'd want to use a live earthworm or a night crawler or something like that. But I have a fake one. We're gonna see if that'll work. So when you do this, you'll get your worm like this. I like to go through it once, and go through it again. That way, if a fish comes up and bites part of it, you're not gonna lose the whole worm if it just bites off half of it. We're gonna take it just like this. Remember to always make sure there's no one behind you when you cast, or that, hey, make sure we're all free and clear on the rod. I'm just gonna take it out and cast it out there. Now you can see the bobber out there, and you can see the white and the red of it. When a fish hits that worm at the bottom, it'll start moving and it'll go under the water. Different bobbers are for different fish, where if you have a bigger bobber, that is gonna take a bigger fish to pull it down. Right now I've got a pretty small bobber, so it won't take that big of a fish to watch it hit. When it hits, it'll go under. Well, doesn't look like we're gonna catch anything today. Don't get discouraged. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. Just get back out there, try it more times, try different places. And it's a cool place. Like, I've never fished here before. It's a great place, pretty views. You get time to hang outside. I mean, that's the biggest thing is outside, there's just, you're not on my phone and stuff. So like, I just get to look around, just see everything that's going on. It's just, being out in nature is wonderful.